I got some very, very important news to deliver to you about a gentleman named George Allen Kelly. It is a new situation going on as far as court cases go. This is a biggie. This is the mother lode, probably the biggest trial or hearing. No, it'll be a trial of 2023. Why? Let me tell you a story. Alright. I'm going to try to act this out a little bit too. Once upon a time, there was a rancher, and he was a model citizen and never got in trouble, never did any drugs. He worked hard his whole life for the community. He's been living in Arizona, or at least that particular area in Arizona, on his ranch for over 20 years with his wife. And their 2 children who are now grown and have moved on. This man was at his house, and he was with his wife, and I think it was around lunchtime, started hearing things outside. So he goes out, and he brings his gun with him, and he hears gunshots like around him. They're far away, so he can't really tell like how far away are they. They're just far away in the distance, and he decided to shoot his gun in the air to get him off the property, warn him, scare him, whatever. But he shot up. He said he shot above them. Like, they literally will say this in the transcript. He said he shot above their heads, whatever. Shot above. Shouldn't have hit anybody at all. Well, he calls Border Patrol and lets them know what's going on, because there's guns involved, not just with him, but he had shots too. So he has them go over there and check it out and see if the people were armed or if there was anything nefarious going on in that particular area. Well, he's on the phone. He's like, "Oh man, there's lots and lots of these people out here, and I don't know what to do. I just took my shotgun and shot above in the air, and I need somebody here to come check it out." He's probably, now he sounds like he's from Texas, but bear with me here, okay? So the Border Patrol guy comes over, and it's not just him. I think it was another person too. And they check out the property. And they see nothing. There's nothing there. There's no people anymore. There's nothing. So they leave. Probably took a statement from him. Then they leave. And then George Kelly goes back into his house with his wife. Well, a little bit later, he thought he'd go check on his horse. I don't know if they had checked on his horse earlier. And as he's walking out there to check on his horse, he finds a body. So, yeah. He finds a dead body. It looks like somebody was shot on his property. And he calls the cops about it, and Border Patrol, I think. Or no, wait, he calls Border Patrol and they call the cops. Either way, you got both of them there. Again, you're dealing with cops. So the cop comes over, and just for no reason that I can really tell, they ended up arresting George Allen Kelly for murder. So I'm George Allen Kelly. I'm like, gonna go check on my horse, who's pretty hungry. I probably gonna feed him around now. And he walks out there, and like, oh my god. Like, holy shit, what am I gonna do with this? I do not want to do anything with this, but I'm gonna have to call someone. So he calls the cops, he calls Border Patrol, right? They come down there, they take a look, they find the body. And then they're just like, alright, so I'm the cop now. Alright, Mr. Kelly, you're under arrest for murder. 1st degree premeditated murder. How do you plead? Not guilty. I would never do that. Why would you even question that? That's very, very strange. I ask the questions here. Now, Mr. Kelly, we got probable cause. You got a gun, we see bullets. Therefore, you're under arrest. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. So, anything can be said against you in a court of law. Hi, I've been arrested. My name is George Kelly. George Allen Kelly. And I was arrested for shooting an immigrant, an illegal immigrant, who was on my property, my ranch in Arizona. I did not shoot that man. I know I didn't shoot that man. They have no evidence, and they're holding me. They were holding me on a $1 million bond. Like, I'm just gonna, like, they were holding him on a $1 million bond. Which is way more than any of the murderers that the particular judge, the arraignment hearing judge, has given out. It's crazy. The evidence is not there. The only thing that they have is some witness testimony, I guess. And let's just say, okay, witness 1. Hello, my name is Pablo. I was with Gabriel when he was shot. He was shot. He fell on his back after he was shot. The horse went crazy. The horse was and the horse was shot, and he fell over. He was shot, and he legs up in the air like, oh, terrifying. He was dying. So that is witness number 1, who says that George Kelly was shot. A horse was also shot. Horse was killed. Legs up in the air. Dead. Right? Oh, Gabriel, yes. He was a guide for us. When we were going across the border. Gabriel, he not human trafficking, not drug trafficking. I would never. No. This guy just happens to be picked up, like, after he was arrested for being here illegally. I wonder whether or not he decided, like, to come forward as a witness to maybe get the government to go easy on him, or maybe some sort of, like, citizenship deal. Or interrupted again. Okay. So, essentially, what did we learn here? There's no evidence that this man shot anyone. He literally said that he didn't shoot anyone. And then later on, when they were looking at what the arresting officer had said, he said that George Kelly said he had shot at them, at the people that were, he shot back at them. And George Kelly, actually, if you look at the transcripts, he said he shot over them. Shot over. And this guy, this arresting officer, he says over and at are the same thing. He considered them to be synonymous. They meant the same thing. I'm sorry, but if I throw something at you, and I throw something over you, totally different things. How about if I throw something under you? Is that the same thing as throwing it at you? Maybe under, but definitely not over. You're throwing it over, like you're purposely not trying to hit anyone. And the arresting officer, who's not biased at all, he says that George Kelly said that he was shooting at the intruders on his property. This is what we're dealing with here, and I have even more things to tell you about just how crazy all of this is. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy, scary ride. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. God bless America.